This video is about to be about inviting change into your life. Now, you got to really take that literally, like change is a person, and you got to really call him up and tell him that you want him in your life, like for real, like, and the way that you do that is through your actions. You don't have to literally do that. You do it through your actions. So when you change, and it starts small. Like, we think we need major changes. Like, we think we gotta change where we live and change all those things. It's like, those are bigger changes, but it starts small. Like, it starts with changing what you listen to. Like, just switch it up. Like, just switch up the artist. Just switch up the playlist. Just switch up the radio station. Because now you're about to give your mind different energy. You're about to be thinking differently. You know, you're going to listen to a different type of singing, a different type of rapping. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to invite, different type of energy around you. Just by listening to that, it might make you go research something. It might make you Google something. It might make you laugh. It might make you just think a different type of way, because you've been listening to the same type of music. You've been looking at the same things, laughing about the same things. This is giving you something new, and all it is changing the song. You might have $1 million idea, or you might just spark an idea or change or something. You might meet somebody or have more in common or something to talk about, and all it is because you have the same artist, like an artist you just started listening to. You got, sometimes the smaller things can lead to bigger pictures down the line. We have to kind of learn. That's why I say you got to learn how to see things in your favor, because it could be as small as changing what you listen to that could open up mad doors for you down the road. Sometimes we don't understand how this works. We think that you got to say it in your mind, like, yeah, I'm about to change. Ooh, oh, I don't know what that was. Yeah, I'm about to change. Yeah, I'm about to change. But then you didn't do anything different. It's like you eat the same ice cream. You eat at the same restaurant. Even when you go to the same restaurant, you order the same thing. It's like, we're too comfortable. We don't know how to get out of this comfortable shell, because we don't know what's on the other side of that. Because you don't know what that other thing on the menu tastes like. But you know what them French fries taste like. It's like, how bad could French fries really be? You know what I'm saying? How bad could, like, that stereotype, chicken tenders and fries, like, you can't really mess that up. So we always go into that, but we don't know what else is on the menu. You don't know what that salmon is hitting for. You don't know what them shrimp is like. You don't know how good that salad is. You ain't even tried it yet. And you got to apply that same type of logic to the rest of your life. It's like, change is a thing that you have to let it know that you want it in your life by making some changes. Like, change your music. Change the route that you take to work. You might see something different. You might run into an animal. You might see an accident. It might just give you something different to talk about. You might stumble upon something else. Change anything that you're doing different. Like, just start doing things differently. Change your diet. That's something also easy that you have control over. Change your wardrobe. Change the things that you're wearing. That invites new energy. You know what I'm saying? Shop at a different store. Buy a different pack of white tees. These are just ways that you're doing something different. If you shop at this Marshall's, go shop at that Marshall's. If you usually go to this mall, go to the other mall. Usually paying cash, pay with your card. It may sound silly, but you'll be surprised how your life changed because you're doing things differently. And then little by little, you'll start to know how your attitude changed. If you change your attitude first, which isn't easy, because it's years of having a bad attitude. Like, it sounds good in theory, but that's why you have to put things into action. It's the wanting of changing your attitude and putting that into action with the action already happening that's going to help you change your attitude. Otherwise, it's just going to be that thought. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, you're going to be saying, I need to make changes. I need to make changes. I need to do this. I need to do that. But you never do it because you're not changing anything. Your ego, this is what I be saying, like, your ego isn't just being like Kanye. Your ego could be, I'm going to eat chocolate ice cream for the rest of my life because I don't know what vanilla ice cream tastes like. Your ego is not always just, being braggadocious. Sometimes it can be quite the opposite. And when you're not doing anything different, when you're not making changes, change the way that you handle a situation. Now I'm just gonna keep listing stuff. Change the way you handle a situation. You know, change the way you respond to something. You know, just start switching it up any way that you can. Change the way the things in your house is arranged. You know, change what you're reading. Change whatever you get your news from, like whatever it might be. Change the people around you. You know, change the locations and stuff you go to. Change your vacation destinations. Like whatever it might be. It could be as remedial as you a weed smoker like me and you changing your weed plug. You know, whatever it might be, just start to make changes. Because then change, like picture change like a dude that you could call. I keep saying that, but keep that in your mind. Keep it in your imagination. Imagination is key to manifestation. You know, they go hand in hand. Change is you letting him know, like, oh, you know, they making changes over there, so they must want me. Like, they must need me over there because I see them making a whole bunch of changes. And then that's where you jump in. You know, that's where y'all gonna be teaming up. So now the bigger changes you want in your life, now that house, you know, now that new car, you know, now you want to start your business. Now you want to get a better job. Because you've changed in what you're doing, and in your mind, you start to change your mindset, and you're doing it through action. Now those things are going to start to manifest because you and change are working hand in hand. If you don't do anything different, if you don't take a different route, if you don't change the ice cream, if you don't change where you're going to dinner, if you just keep things the same, there's no way that you can expect changes to happen because you're not even ready for change. You're showing change that you trying to be the same. Like, if you can't change what you eat at your favorite restaurant, if you can't change the restaurant, how do you expect in your mind to be comfortable with changing your house, changing your car, changing your job? Those are major things. We talking about you can go out to eat, and if you don't like it, you could even send the food back and then get what you know, but you haven't even tried something else. You know, your ego has you fearful of trying something else. It has you stuck in a box. You never want to be like that. Just try it. You never know what might happen. You know, don't be afraid to try new things. You know, and I guarantee if just a week of you taking a different route, shopping at a different grocery store, even if you're buying the same food, trying a different yogurt, trying a different thing on the menu, ordering from somewhere else, I guarantee that thing called change is gonna start to enter into your life. But if you do all the same stuff, the same ice cream, the same route to work, the same job, the same people, change is gonna continue to think that y'all are strangers, that you don't need him. It's like you don't need change. You are dealing with like repetition. You know, that's who you cool with. You cool with repetition. That's who you call up. You calling up repetition and letting them know, yo, we besties. Like, I don't want to do nothing different. And when you start making them changes, then you put repetition to the side and you start making them changes. Now you inviting change over it. Changes. Yeah, now y'all driving in the car and y'all busting moves and doing stuff together. You know, so it's a simple concept. Just think of change like it's a person. And the way that you call it up is just through your actions. So if this video resonates with you, if you made it this far, if you watched all of this, no matter how much you watched, start making changes right now. This is a sign to whatever you're doing. Wear some different clothes. You know, try a different accessory. You know, buy a different lighter. Start somewhere. You know, make the small changes and watch the big changes happen in your life.